Hi, it's Jeremiah Taylor here at Ojo.
And I'm Chris Heller. One of the questions that we've been getting asked recently and frequently is what's the difference and why do we make some of the introductions to our partners via a live transfer and some of them aren't a live transfer? So I thought we'd take some time and explain that so everyone has a clear understanding. Jeremiah, you want to take a run at it?
Yeah, so here's what you have to understand. When a consumer comes to our search portal, movoto.com, they're going to click a button that either says message an agent, request information, or schedule a tour. When they do that, we attempt to call them immediately. Now, we're going to make several attempts over the first 24 hours, and we're going to get a hold of a large percentage of people. And the ones that we do, we're going to attempt to live transfer. Now, what we know is at the end of that first day, that lead may not be hearing from us because maybe our phone number is blocked or some other number of reasons that we weren't successful. And we know that top agents and teams strongly prefer an at-bat at that opportunity quickly. So at the 24-hour mark, we go ahead and make the introduction so that you can begin to follow up with that referral. And our teams and our concierge teams will also continue to follow up with that referral. And so, Chris, it'd be great if you could talk about some best practices for teams when they get these non-live introductions to maximize those.
Well, and I think one other thing that we need to point out is some of these not live introductions are a result of no one responding on your team in the amount of time before the consumer is just not willing to hold on any longer, or we can't keep them on the line. As we've shared with you before, when someone's holding, 30 seconds is a long time. A minute or 2 minutes is an eternity. So that's why responding within 30 seconds or less is so important to getting a consumer that's not going to be aggravated because they've been waiting so long for someone to come on the line. Now, when we get that not live transfer, remember that person took the time to probably go to multiple portals, spent time on our portal, found a property that they wanted to tour, they had an inquiry about, they had a general question, and they filled out a form knowing that they were going to be contacted. So when we get those, we want to make sure we do what great agents do, and that is that we contact them and we use every means possible: text, email, phoning, double tap on the phone calls, letting them know that when you call them, sending a text right before or after saying, hey, this is Jeremiah with the Jeremiah Taylor team. I know you had a question about this property at 123 Anywhere Street. I'm going to give you a call right now. Or you call them and say, hey, this is Chris. I'm an agent that has the information on the property you requested. I just left you a voicemail. Let me know how and when you'd like to communicate about that. And then the key is being consistent and persistent. And there's really no time frame. But what we do know is that the best teams in the first 3, 6, 9 days are heavy after those people multiple times a day. And then after that 10-day period, then they go less frequently, but they never stop.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And I think on top of that, the best teams are very fast. We've already tried multiple times to get a hold of this person, or we had them on the phone and we couldn't make that live transfer. And so that consumer is likely shopping other places, trying to get their question answered, trying to get what they wanted. And so the quicker you can follow up with them, get in touch, meet them on the communication channel they want to be met on, which may be phone, text, email, et cetera, or even social media, help them get their question answered, the higher the likelihood that you can win the business. So
yeah. Here's what it doesn't mean. If someone didn't respond to us or isn't responding to you or your agent, it doesn't mean they're necessarily not interested. It doesn't mean they change their mind. What it likely means is they're just busy. They have a whole life going on, right? They're not sitting around thinking about that property or you or us 24/7, or maybe zero of 24 hours they're thinking about it, right? They got their summer plans, their kids' issues, their jobs, their everything else going on. So a lot of times it's just getting them at the right time. And the right time might be a week from now. It might be 6 months and a week from now. It could be 3 hours from now. We just never know. And that's why we never stop.
That's absolutely right. We hope this helps. We appreciate your partnership with us across all of our Ojo programs. And remember, It's about being quick, being persistent, and adding value to the consumer. That's how top agents win.